Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your reading for the week of May 22nd. This week, definitely check out astrojar.com for more awesome readers and astrologers. But let's see what's going on for you this week, and let's see what we get coming up for you. Definitely letting go of some difficulty, which is nice. Moving past some sort of something. Definitely like to see that, and okay, we'll take that too, I guess. You have the Ten of Spades, so again, like I said, moving past some difficulty, very similar to like the Ten of Swords and the Tarot, just a card of moving past difficulties, having been through a difficult period of time and moving past it. You know, I'm going to pull your last card as well. These two cards are almost the same, with this being better. This is actually just a more positive card, but we'll talk about that in a second. But this can be a card of moving past fears and worries and things like that. I will say that it is a card of needing to be careful of being taken advantage of. So again, no get-rich-quick schemes this week. No anything like that. And be careful of what people tell you. If something sounds too good to be true, it probably is with this card. Next, again, like I said, you have the Ace of Spades. And this card, I picked up all the cards, kind of stayed down there, so definitely caught my interest. But this card has to do with overcoming obstacles. It's like, fortune after difficulty, basically, moving past a difficult period of time and seeing how you are past that difficult time. A lot of times I think that sometimes this card isn't very exciting. Sometimes I think it's just like you realizing like what all your difficulties were for, like being able to finally see what all that difficult stuff that you went through was, why you had to, and what the reason for that was. It's also a card of transformation. Like I say, it's a card of like Phoenix rising from the ashes, transforming past difficulties and seeing some sort of victory because of it. So I definitely like to see that card for you. Next, Eight of Diamonds. Very good financial card, very good card for more money coming in. Definitely, it can be a little bit boring. It can be, one of those cards where it's like you're doing your taxes, you're budgeting or financial planning. It's a card of financial security, creating financial security, being focused on those things, and also financial, accountability and things like that with this card, responsibility, all that boring stuff, right? But it also represents like potential, like, future potential for great success and planning those things. I would say eights have a lot to do with planning, putting things into place, making sure that you kind of get everything in the right order so that you are definitely successful when it comes to working towards some sort of goal. So make sure that if you're trying to start a business or trying to start a job or an investment, that you really plan it out, that you put the pieces together so that it does end up very successful. Next, you have the Queen of Diamonds. Very similar message. This is a card of financial responsibility, being financially responsible, having better finances coming in because of it, and it's a card of like harvesting some sort of financial success because you planned for it, because you created it. But it represents also needing to take advantage of some sort of something financial as well, and just even looking at your cards, there could be like an opportunity or a decision that needs to be made this week regarding finances or regarding a new job or a business partner even, and that will kind of help you, especially I would say these cards, they're cards of like newness. You have the Nine of Hearts, card of picking something new. So if you have opportunities financially, definitely pick the new path. Next, you have the Two of Clubs, card of success, and definitely a card of being more successful at this time, seeing new levels of success and becoming successful. It's a card of like needing to do things in the face of fear. It's also a card of needing to do things with very clear thought. I always tell the story of like J.D. Rockefeller. I think it was Rockefeller. He was given a lot of money during the Great Depression. I think this was before he was even rich. And, he had no money. I think that's a story. And he was given a bunch of money to invest. And whether the investment, is from this group of people, and whether this the investment went well or not, he would have made a ton of money from this investment. But basically, it just didn't feel right to him. And so he didn't invest the money. And so he gave the money back. And, which takes a lot of kind of guts to, when you're poor, to give a bunch of money back, right? But he did it anyway, and he went on to found Standard Oil. Very sorry about that noise. Hopefully that stops, but let's try to ignore it. But anyway, he gave that money back, and then he went on to become a billionaire, basically, in today's money. So, it's about doing things when in the face of fear, is what I was trying to say. Next, you have the King of Hearts. Can be a very good card for love. It mostly has to do with security, like feeling secure in love and trying to feel secure in love in some way. So if you're in a relationship, you could be looking for ways to create a new level of security, a new level in your relationships where things can kind of be more secure. To me, this card also can represent, as I say, your ships coming in, things returning to you, things coming back to you at this time. Next, you have the Nine of Hearts, card of wishes, getting something you wish for, getting something you want. Definitely a very good card. And it can also represent some sort of dream that you have coming true. And but it's mostly because you worked for it. And finally, we have the Four of Diamonds. Four of Diamonds, very good card for new jobs, new businesses, new money, and it can represent your money going up, finally taking kind of like a upward trend at this time. So definitely pay attention to that. But I think it looks like an interesting week, definitely a very good week. So thank you for watching and enjoy your week.